Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Cádiz won, Real Madrid won, a game which didn't matter, let's be honest, like the Atletico Madrid game, like Levante, even though we won by 6 goals. And Cádiz doesn't matter, Betis doesn't matter. The true game that does matter is Liverpool at the end of the season, and we've been talking a lot about that game and the preview, the build up. It's basically, when you guys see this video, like 9 or 10 days away from the final. It's basically a week and a couple of days, actually 2 days, a week and 2 days, right, or 3 days, depends where you are from the Champions League final, the big game against Liverpool, who managed to get a victory over Southampton, so they are still in a title race. And what we need from Liverpool is them losing out to City, because they might have won both the cups, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, but if they lose out on the Premier League, I'm pretty sure that the players will be disappointed because of how close they came, and the spirit between these two sides going to the final will be so much different, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they've got one game left to play. We've got one game left to play before the final, so I mean, it really depends, you know. I hope City do the job, you know. I mean, City aren't our rivals. I mean, I don't have rivals with City fans. It's only Liverpool fans, by the way. But instead of talking about the final, which we will move on to maybe in another video or later on in this video or whatever else, let's talk about the goals, right? Mariano Diaz, who knew this guy would be playing for Real Madrid in 2022? Not me. I mean, look, right, we all make jokes and fun of Mariano, and I know he isn't a Real Madrid quality player. I mean, it's not just about Benzema, but if you put this guy up against some of the best teams in the world, right, he would not do anything. Like, we will literally lose, right? So, hence why he scored today, because he's Cádiz, right? And not necessarily today, but you know what I mean. It was incredible run by Rodrigo, and at the end he squares it to Mariano, and Mariano celebrating as if he has got the Champions League winner. I mean, I'm not gonna judge him and criticize him, because he's had a lot of that from the media, and what is the point? What is the point in making fun and digging Mariano? I mean, it's bad management to bringing a player like Mariano who isn't Real Madrid quality. I've no idea why we bought him from Leon, by the way. Gave him a shit ton of money, which I'm sorry to swear, but a crap ton of money on wages, and because he's happy sitting at the best club in the world with that money, he just doesn't want to leave. It doesn't only help him financially wise, but he can go and he can like brands and whatever will contact him and say, oh, we want you for an advertisement, for example, because you play for Real Madrid and all, and because you play for a bigger club, he'll be more popular, right? Which obviously he would want. Like, let's say a team like, let's say Leon, for example, managed to offer him what he has at Real Madrid, which isn't even anywhere close to what Leon will be able to offer, by the way. No chance they're offering what we are offering him or what he's having. Even let's say, for example, right, like in our wildest dreams, Leon somehow get the money to offer him that, he would still choose to stay at Real Madrid, because Real Madrid are a bigger brand, a bigger name than a Leon. So it is understandable why he would choose a Real Madrid or any other team, right? Let alone the other teams who can't even give him what he has at Real Madrid. So Mariano Diaz scored the goal. Credit to him for scoring. I mean, he gets given the chance, he puts them in. He takes the chance. Against Espanyol, he did well. And today he did well. He takes the opportunity, right? unlike Luka Jovic, when he gets a chance, apart from Sociedad, which he scored and assisted, he cost a lot, by the way, as well. Was it like 70 million euros, his release clause or something like that? And he earns a lot in wages as well, by the way. For what he has given this club, no, right? And my world was the goal we considered. Just poor defending from Militao, wasn't it? And Vallejo committed himself far too forward, and I mean, who is gonna stop that? Like, I'm sure even if Courtois was in the team, he was not gonna stop that. That shot took a deflection of Militao, hit the underside of the bar, bounced in, you know. And credit to Lunin, he had a good game, but he gave away a penalty by going and sliding down the player, but he saves it. So he made it up, you know. I'm sorry, team, I gave away the penalty, but at least I saved it, right? Lunin did quite well. For someone, as Nacho did say, for someone who doesn't play that much, he did quite well there. And you know, he's someone who probably would leave. I've said it a few weeks ago, and even before I created a Twitter account for Team Lunin, by the way, and please do check it out, follow me. But even before then, I've been saying that I do believe that he wants to leave on loan to another club to play games. I don't think it's going to be permanent. I don't think he wants it to be permanent, because, you know, why would he, right? Yes, he would definitely, you know, let's say he gets a permanent move to another club, he'll stay there forever and he gets the game time. But I think he still wants to prove Real Madrid that he is an incredible goalkeeper. So if he goes out on loan to another club, performs incredibly, gets 25 clean sheets or whatever, comes back, then he'll have a bit more of a challenge on Courtois. And that, I think, is what he's planning, because I don't see why he wouldn't want to move to a club permanently. Like, if that guarantees him game time, and like, would that be money wise? How would that affect him money wise? I'm not so sure. Maybe other club is not gonna pay him as much as we would, but again, I'm not so sure if he's that guy who is all about the money. Of course, if you are a guy in this world and say, you know what, I'm not here for the money, then you're joking, right? You're just, that is just a pure lie, right? But I think in football terms, I think he wants to prove the club wrong. And if he goes out, have a good season, comes back, Courtois like 31, 32, then he'll say, okay, you know what, I think at this point, I have the ability and capabilities to be the main man in goal. And if he has a good season with another club, I think he has a point to prove, right? And he's a good goalkeeper, but Courtois is just one of the best, if not the best in the world at what he's doing. So it is unquestionable that he's gonna play as well. So is there any other thing to talk about apart from those two players? Eden Hazard had a good game. He didn't score, he didn't assist, he didn't do anything that was out of the world, but it feels like it's a different Hazard. Like, from highlights that I've seen, right? Like, I didn't watch the entire game, right? From highlights that I've seen, he seemed like he was dribbling a little bit more, like just doing what he used to do at Chelsea. Now, I'm not saying like dribbling past 8, 9, 10 players and then putting it past the goalkeeper, but I'm saying it's like, at least he isn't the old Real Madrid Hazard that, and things could change, right? But remember Hazard a few months ago when he was playing, he would just take the ball, pass the ball, and nothing else. We didn't see much from Eden Hazard. Hazard that, okay, Cruz, pass me the ball. Oh, let's find Benzema. Oh, we're just gonna stand there now. And then, oh, pass me the ball again. Oh, I'm gonna pass it to you. Right? From a player like Eden Hazard, you expect a lot more than just take the ball, pass it to someone, and hope they do something with it. But in this game, it felt like, at least to me, it felt like he was challenging himself a little bit more. And yes, it's Cádiz, but least he's doing it. It's better to do it now than never. It's never too late. And I think he's got one more season in him. Then I said this, I don't know, a couple of months ago, that I think we should keep Hazard for another season. Now, Hazard is normally, he's not, and I'm not trying to disrespect Bale here. We can't compare a Real Madrid legend to a player who joined Real Madrid and never really did much. But Bale, in recent years, what he brings to the dressing room, the negativity, you know, it's obvious that he no longer really cares about the club, and we all know that. And okay, fair enough. You wanna go play golf? You do you. You wanna leave the club? You do you, right? And he's still a legend, by the way. Bale is an absolute legend. I'm not trying to discredit him for any of what he has done in our Champions League final, the bicycle kick against Liverpool, the Copa del Rey goal against Barcelona. Those are some of the magical moments Bale produced, and I'm not taking anything away from him. But we've seen Hazard, he didn't take part in basically all of our games this season, and even if he played, he didn't contribute much. He was still there at the celebrations. You know, he was still there. At least he was present. And maybe Bale was injured again and he couldn't go. But how many times have we heard, oh, Bale is not fit to play, he's not fit to do this, he's injured? And I'm not trying to say like Bale isn't a legend because of this. I'm not trying to say like, oh, he's a legend because he's not interested anymore, because what he's done in the past cannot be taken away from him. But what he's doing right now is what we're talking about. So if anyone thinks that I am talking about the past of Bale, then I'm sorry, you're taking this out of context, because we're talking about right now, the present. And Bale just doesn't care at the moment. Hazard, I would think he would care, but injuries, another excuse, yes. Weight gain, and apparently there was something in his ankle that he had gonna remove. If that's the case, great, okay. He's hopefully fit enough to play now, right? A couple of games. Let him play against Betis. Why not? Start him against Betis. Why not? We've got nothing to lose. We've won the league. And that is why we're playing Mariano, Vallejo, even Ceballos. No disrespect to these guys, but these guys will never play in a big game where we need the victory, right? Play him against Betis, and I can almost feel he's gonna play. I reckon it's gonna be Rodrigo, Hazard, and like Mariano as the front three against Betis. I think it's the most sensible choice, right? But I think for Hazard right now, it's another season or you're gone. If you still don't show at least you are capable of something, and by capable, I'm not expecting Hazard to score the 30 goals, 40 goals like he was at Chelsea, but 10 goals, some would say it's a joke expecting just 10 goals from Hazard, but at this point, I think anyone will be happy if Hazard even scores a goal. So 10 goals, is it really that much? Is it really that much? I would say I wouldn't consider it that much, but again, I'll be happy if he scores one. That's very honest. And yeah, the teams right now is that Isco is gonna leave. Marcelo is expected to leave, even though he wants to stay. Dramatic, he could renew, but again, I've said it in the last few reviews that I don't see that happening. Who else? Bale is gonna leave. Definitely, his agent Johnson Barnett confirmed as well. So with all these guys leaving, and I might have missed a couple of other players as well. Am I missing some? I'm not so sure. And a couple of players like Lunin will want to leave. Ceballos could stay, and Ceballos and Asensio, same thing. Is either you renew this contract that we are giving you, or you're getting sold. And I think Ceballos, a lot of people are saying keep, but is he really the one that we are looking for? Yes, in recent games he's been incredible, but is he really the one? Would you prefer a Tchouaméni? Obviously, younger, exciting to watch, and he's just everyone wants him, right? So if that means if selling Ceballos means I can get Tchouaméni, I will do it any day of the week, and no questions about it, right? But if we can't get Tchouaméni, we'll keep Ceballos because we'll need another player there. And who would have thought that Ceballos would play for Real Madrid? And people would say, "Good job, Ceballos. You should stay. We should give him a new contract." Asensio never ever gonna play. The future is probably gonna be Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and currently we've got Benzema too, Hazard, Jovic, technically Bale, Mariano, Asensio. We've just got so many attacker options that I reckon Jovic might leave, Asensio might leave, Isco as an attacking option will leave, Bale will leave. So there's players leaving and players potentially coming in as well. Mbappe, there's been stories that he might not sign with PSG again. We've heard this all the time, and this time it's suggested that he will not sign. But until I hear "here we go" from Fabrizio, or an official announcement from the club or from PSG that he's leaving officially, I'm not gonna trust any of these sources, whoever it is, right? Le Parisien, Marca, whoever it is, they're coming out with these stories to gain attention. Like, I can literally be a news company and I'm gonna type in Mbappe is joining Real Madrid, PSG are giving up, tweet, hey, let's go, 50,000 likes, 40,000 retweets, whatever, man. This is just ridiculous, right? We've heard this Mbappe saga forever, and until it's official, I'm not gonna talk much about it. And I'm like a manager. I don't want to talk much about players that we don't have. Like, if you're telling me, okay, about how Mbappe is as a player, I will talk to you a lot about him. But it's not confirmed there, and I don't want to get my hopes high. Yes, I want to talk about Mbappe. Yes, I want to believe he'll play for Real Madrid one day, and he probably will. But we've heard this all the time. Like, remember Eriksen and Pogba a few years ago? Every window, they were talking about him. Every window. And then nothing happened. Mbappe, for the last 18 months, every time they talk about him, he will join Real Madrid. PSG will accept an offer of 200 million. Never happened. So, to all Real Madrid fans, right? It's okay to get excited for this, right? If you see Le Parisien, Marca, whoever come out and say it's getting closer, but until it's officially signed, like Rudiger as well, by the way, who is joining, officially signed, we can get excited because we know it's officially signed, and it might not be announced by the club, but Fabrizio has announced it. He has said, "Here we go, done deal," right? And it will be announced at the end of the season. And Mbappe will announce his decision. I believe it is before 28th May. Basically after PSG season's end, right? For respect. And fair enough, right? But this saga is gonna go on forever and ever and ever. And we're just gonna keep waiting ever and ever and ever, man. I mean, what can we do apart from wait for him? So this is my thoughts on the team. Is there really much to say against Liverpool? Backing Real Madrid, obviously. But yeah, next up, Betis. I think it's Friday, isn't it? So this Friday we've got Betis, and then was it next Saturday we've got Liverpool. Yeah, it's next Saturday, isn't it? So wait, this Saturday is. Yeah, it's next Saturday. So, or is it next Saturday or next Friday for people? I think it's Saturday. Isn't it? For me, it's Saturday. I'm not so sure about people in other countries, but that's gonna be the biggest game of the season ever. We've said it again, right? But let's hope for the best. At this point, it's all on the Liverpool, and the momentum is on. It's for them, If they win a Premier League, they'll be going to the game being like, we can do this, the quadruple, right? If they lose the Premier League to City, which will be the best case for Real Madrid, right? Their spirits and momentum will be a bit lower. The players will be a bit disappointed and upset that we couldn't get the Premier League. City will celebrate obviously, and Liverpool players will be down, but they're going to the Champions League thinking we want the treble at least, right? So Manchester City, right? Don't bottle it like you did against us. Like, bottle against us is fine, right? We knocked you out, fine. But do the job for us and for yourselves. Win the game against Villa, okay? Pep, this is a message to Pep. Don't overthink the Villa game, right? Just don't overthink it. Play a normal team. Don't play Edison at striker, please. Or don't play De Bruyne in goal, okay? Don't do any of these silly, stupid decisions. And go normally. Get the victory. Celebrate as much as you want for us, right? Because no Real Madrid fan will tell you, oh, we want Liverpool to win the league. Because what? We want to give them more hope, give them more momentum going into this game? No way. So, to Pep, to City, right? Do a job, okay? Do the job for us and don't overthink it. That's my message to you, Pep. Okay? You're a Barcelona legend, so you probably want Liverpool to win it. Then they'll beat Real Madrid, right? In the final. Pep, I know what you're thinking. Anyways, that's going to end all of today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel because on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.